Very good morning, dear students. In this class, we will have a discussion about Thevenin's theorem. The Thevenin's theorem said that a complex linear network can be replaced by an equivalent circuit which consisting of a voltage source VTH and a series resistor RTH. That means, let us consider a two-terminal linear network, a two-terminal complex linear bilateral network, which consisting of a several voltage sources or several resistors that can be replaced by a simple circuit consisting of a voltage source and a resistor. That means a Thevenin's resistor and Thevenin's voltage source. By using VTH and RTH, Thevenin's voltage source and Thevenin's resistor, we can replace a complex network by a simple circuit. A single voltage source and single resistor. So this is a simple Thevenin's equivalent circuit. This is a complex network. The first one is a complex network. This can be replaced by a Thevenin's equivalent circuit which consisting of a voltage source VTH and resistor, a series resistor RTH. So how to Thevenized, how to replace this complex network into the simple circuit? We will follow some steps to be followed, or sequence of steps must be followed to find the values of Thevenin's voltage and Thevenin's resistance. And the following sequence steps must be followed. First thing is identify the terminals to which load resistor is connected. That means in a complex network we have to identify the terminals to which the load resistor is connected. We can see this two are A and B are the two terminals to which load resistor is connected. Likewise, we have to identify the terminals to which load resistor is connected. Next, remove the load resistor between the terminals where load resistance is connected. Next one is to find open circuit voltage or Thevenin's voltage VTH. To open circuit voltage means after removing the load resistance between the terminals where load resistance was connected. We have connected load resistor here to two terminals A and B, to which RL is the load resistance. We have to remove the load resistance between these two terminals A and B. This circuit become open circuit. The voltage between those two open terminals or voltage across those two open terminals gives open circuit voltage or Thevenin's voltage. Next, to find total internal resistance or Thevenin's resistance RTH. The total internal resistance of circuit nothing but Thevenin's resistance. To find the total internal resistance in the complex network, we must replace all the voltage sources by short, or all the voltage sources are short circuited, and then between the two open terminals where load resistance was connected, between the two open terminals the total internal resistance is measured, that gives the Thevenin's resistance. By using this Thevenin's resistance and Thevenin's voltage, the simple Thevenin's equivalent circuit is drawn. These are the sequence of steps must be followed to Thevenize the circuit or to replace a complex circuit by Thevenin's circuit. The proof of this statement, theorem proof. Let us consider a network which consisting of a resistor R1, R2, R3 and load resistance RL and source of EMF E are connected as shown in the diagram. So now E is also applied a voltage source, applied voltage R1 resistor, R2 is a resistor, R3, RL is a load resistor. It is connected between the two terminals A and B. Now this R1, R2, R3 is a complicated complex network portion. Dotted line is there within the portion of network which is within the dotted line is a complex portion. This complex portion of network can be replaced by a simple circuit. To how to replace it, how to Thevenize the circuit, we will follow the step by step. First we can find out what is the current through this RL in this complex network first. Next, let us obtain the current through the load resistor RL, applying the Kirchhoff's voltage law to the mesh 1 and mesh 2. The first mesh here, mesh 1, this is the mesh 1, E, R1, R3 is this a first mesh, mesh 1. The mesh 2, R2, RL and this R3 is the mesh 3. Two meshes are there. To apply the KVL, Kirchhoff's voltage law to the mesh 1. Apply the KVL to the mesh 1 in this mesh. In this mesh, the voltage source applied voltage is E, which is equal to the voltage drop across R1 and voltage drop across R3. Therefore, E is equal to voltage drop across R1 is equal to the current through this R1 is equal to I1 and current through this R3 is equal to I1 minus I2. So actually whatever the current which is flowing the current to the source of EMF, the current I1 which is flows through R1 until this node. At this node what happens, the partly the current through this current gets divides, partly it flows through the R2 and partly through this R3. So at this node the current through this R2 is I2 and current through this R3 is I1 minus I2. Now apply the KVL now. E is equal to voltage drop across R1 and voltage drop across R3. So therefore E is equal to voltage drop across R1 is I1 into R1 plus I1 minus I2 into R3. So now simplify this equation. I1 into R1 plus R3 minus I2 R3 is equal to E. Let this as a equation number 1. Just multiply this into these two terms and simplify. If you take I1 common factor, R1 R3 will be left over minus I2 R3 is equal to E. This is equation number 1 and apply the KVL to the mesh 2. Second mesh, this one R3 R2 RL in second mesh. In the second mesh there is no source of EMF, there is no applied voltage in this mesh, therefore which is equal to 0, which is equal to then equal to I2 R2, voltage across resistor R2 is I2 R2 plus voltage across this RL. What is the current through this RL? Is equal to the current through the R2 because R2 and RL are in series. Therefore I2, the current through the R2 is equal to the current through the RL. Therefore voltage across this RL is equal to I2 RL. Next, if you go from here in this branch, so the current direction through this R3 is opposite direction of our convention. So I have started here. I followed this sequence. So here you will get the current in opposite direction, therefore minus I1 I2 into R3. Therefore if you apply the KVL to the mesh 2, 0 is equal to I1 I2 R2 plus I2 RL minus I1 minus I2 into R3, because the current direction is opposite, reverses in when you go like this. So I have started from this node. If you go in this, so direction of current is along the direction of we are moving, so positive here. But if you come to this node, the direction of current flow is opposite, so we have to take it here as a negative sign. So therefore simplify this equation, you will get I1 is equal to, then simplify this equation for I1. So I1 is equal to I2 into R2 plus R3 plus RL by R3. Now substituting this I1 as I2 into R2 plus R3 plus RL divided by R3 in the equation number 1. Equation number 1 was I1 R2 plus R3 minus I2 R3 is equal to E. In the place of I1, replace this equation. The I2 you will get I2 is the current through this RL. So in the place of I1, we replaced I1, that is I2 into R2 plus R3 plus RL by 3 into R1 plus R3 minus I2 R3 is equal to E. After simplifying this, you will get, after simplify this, you will get I2 into R2 plus R3 plus RL into R1 plus R3 minus I2 R3 square is equal to ER3. Now multiply this two term, this two, R2 plus R3 plus RL and R1 plus R3. You will get R1 I2 into R1 R2 plus R3 R1 plus R1 RL plus R2 R3 plus R3 square plus R3 RL minus R3 square. R3 square get cancelled, which is equal to ER3. I2 into further simplification R1 R2 plus R3 R1 plus R1 RL plus R2 R3 plus R3 RL, which is equal to ER3. Now simplify this equation for I2. So I2 is equal to ER3 divided by R1 R2 plus R2 R3 plus R1 R3 plus R1 RL plus R3 RL. So I2 is equal to ER3. So in this term, if you take R2 count factor from these two, R1 R2 and R2 R3, R2 count factor, we can get R1 plus R3 and plus R1 plus R3 is as it is. From these two terms, take RL common factor. So RL into R1 plus R3. Now dividing numerator and denominator divided by R1 plus R3. So you will get I2 is equal to ER3 divided by R1 plus R3 divided by R2 plus R1 R divided by R1 plus R3 plus RL. So this is the total the current flowing through this load resistor RL. So I2 is equal to ER3 divided by R1 plus R3 divided by R2 plus R1 R3 whole divided by R1 plus R3 plus RL. This is the current through this load resistor RL. The equation number 3. Now, step 1. Now, we found in the first complex network, we determined what is the current to the load resistor. The first part what we did, we took a complex network. In the complex network, by using Kirchhoff's law, we have analyzed and we found what is the current to the load resistance. Next, we have to replace this complex in the place of complex network by a Thevenin equivalent circuit. Then we have to find out what is the current of the load resistance. If the current of the load resistance in the complex network, which is equal to the Thevenin current of the load resistance in the Thevenin's equivalent circuit, then both the circuits are equivalent. Then our theorem is a statement is proved. We have to prove the statement, this theorem. To prove that in the complex network we took, we found the current through the load resistor. That is the equation number 3. Now, Thevenizing the circuit, that means replacing a complex network by using a simple circuit. Thevenizing the sequence of steps what we have to follow. Now, to find the Thevenin's voltage VTH or open circuit voltage, we have to remove the load resistance between the terminals. We had a load resistance here RL now, in the complex network. This complex network load resistance was removed, and the voltage between these two terminals this becomes an open circuit. The voltage across this open terminal, voltage between these two open terminals gives open circuit voltage or Thevenin's voltage. To find that, first what is the total current in the circuit is the source of EMF. The current through this circuit is I. The I is the current through this R1 and R3. There is no current through this R2 because it is opened. There is no, the terminals A and B are kept open, therefore there is no current through this R2. Now total current through this R1 R3 is given by I. I is equal to total voltage by total resistance. What is the total voltage? I is equal to V by R for total voltage is equal to E divided by these two are in series in this loop. Let's take in this loop. Total voltage divided by total resistance. Total resistance is R1 plus R2. This to R1 R2 in series. Therefore, I is equal to E divided by R1 plus R3. That's equation number 6. And the voltage across R3 will be, so here find out what the voltage across this R3 is equal to I into R3. The current through this R3 is equal to I. The product of this current through this resistor and resistance of this resistor is equal to voltage across this R3. Voltage across this R3 is equal to IR3. Therefore, I is equal to E divided by R1 plus R3. In the place of I, replace this E divided by R1 plus R3. You will get V is equal to voltage across R3 is equal to E divided by R1 plus R3 into R3. So therefore V is equal to E R3 divided by R1 plus R3. This voltage across R3 is equal to voltage between these two terminals because there is no current through this R2. Therefore the voltage across R3 is equal to this voltage between these two terminals. Therefore this open circuit voltage is equal to the voltage across R3. This voltage across R3 is equal to the Thevenin's voltage. Therefore V is equal to VTH, which is equal to IR3 divided by R1 plus R3. The Thevenin's voltage that we are represented by equation number 7. Equation number 7. This equation number 7 tells voltage across R3 VTH with Thevenin's voltage VTH. Let this as equation number 7. Equation number 7 VTH IR3 divided by R1 plus R3. Next, to find Thevenin's resistance RTH. To find Thevenin's resistance RTH. To find Thevenin's resistance and RTH in a complex network, what we had the first circuit, the complex circuit, we had this. In this complex circuit, we have to replace short circuit this source of EMF. All the voltage sources are short circuited. And voltage short circuited. See, we have short circuited here. The voltage source was there. We have removed the voltage source. We are replaced by a short. That is called a short circuited. So then the total internal resistance between the two open terminals A and B, where load resistance was connected between these two terminals, load resistance was there, we removed this to become open terminals. The voltage, the total internal resistance between these two open terminals where load resistance was connected, that is called total internal resistance circuit. So we have to move from this side like this. As you move from this, you will get R2 in series and R1, R3 are in parallel. Therefore, the total internal resistance between the two terminals A and B, which is equal to RTH is equal to R2 plus R3 R1 parallel. Effective resistance R2 plus R1 R3 parallel. Therefore, R2 plus the parallel combination of these two R1 R3 divided by R1 plus R3, the total Thevenin's resistance, that is a let this as equation number 8. Now, to draw Thevenin's equivalent circuit which consisting of a voltage source VTH and a series resistance RTH. Now, we have took the Thevenin's, we have to replace the complex network by a Thevenin's simple circuit, Thevenin's circuit. That means a simple circuit consisting of a voltage source VTH and RTH. What are the values of VTH you will get? The same, that value of VTH you have to keep it in this voltage source, and the values whatever the rest RTH you will get, that RTH resistance should be used in this. By using this RTH and VTH, we can construct a Thevenin's equivalent circuit, and between two terminals A and B, the load resistance was connected back. So now what is the total resistance? The total current through this RL in the Thevenin's equivalent circuit we have to find out. The total current through this Thevenin's equivalent circuit is equal to I is equal to VTH, because we can apply the here Ohm's law, total voltage divided by total resistance. RTH and RL are in series. RL and RTH are in series. Therefore, total voltage divided by total resistance, sum of these two resistance. Therefore, I is equal to current through this RL is equal to IL dash. So I is dash or I is equal to VTH divided by RTH plus RL. That's equation number 9. So VTH and RTH we know, we substitute from equation 7 and 8 VTH and RTH. So we will get IL current through the RL in the Thevenin's equivalent circuit, which is equal to ER3 divided by R1 plus R3 divided by R2 plus R1 R3 divided by R1 plus R3 plus RL. The equation number 10. From equation number 3 and 10, we can see that the current through the load resistance in the complex network, which is equal to the same as that of the current through the load resistance in the load resistance RL in the Thevenin's equivalent circuit. The current measured in the complex network and current through the RL in the complex network, as well as the current through the RL load resistance in the Thevenin's equivalent circuit is same. That indicates that whatever the circuit we have replaced, we constructed in the place of complex network by using a single voltage source VTH and a single resistance RTH is equivalent to that of complex network. Hence, the theorem is proved. Thank you very much, dear students. If you have any queries regarding this theorem, you can ask me by through my WhatsApp number.